sports with GBO and Ant. If you would, please like this content and subscribe to the channel. On today's show, we're going to discuss the 8 NBA games on the slate tonight. We're also going to give you our picks for tonight's games. But first, I want to welcome back my co-host, Ant.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be back. I was down last week for a few days with a stomach bug, so I'm glad to be back talking some sports with you guys.
Definitely glad to have Ant back with us today. How was Christmas?
It was good, man. It was good. We got a little 2-year-old at the house, so it was good, you know, him seeing some presents from Santa Claus and seeing some family and friends. We had a good Christmas.
Good. Glad little man Luke had a good Christmas. Also, in the future, we'll have Luke on the show, giving us some pick'ems out for him. So we look forward to that as well.
Yep.
So today, on today's show, like I said, guys, we're going to give out our pick'ems for today's games. So, Ant, I'll start out with you. Who you got on your slate tonight of big time guys?
So for my FanDuel pick tonight, he should get plenty of run on the court and be able to produce some fantasy numbers for you guys. For the Magic, they're kind of getting hit with the COVID issue right now. So you got Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Markelle Fultz, and Terrence Ross are already out for tonight's game. So I think RJ Hampton coming in at 5,300 should produce some value there for you guys in just a small sample size. In some games where Cole Anthony has missed and RJ Hampton has played, he's averaging around 24 minutes with 31 FanDuel points on average. So I think he can do that again with just some guys missing for the Magic. So my value pick tonight would be RJ Hampton.
Yeah, I definitely agree with RJ. I think RJ's going to come in with a good performance. Just one thing to keep in mind, not to scare you guys away from picking RJ tonight, is he may not be in the starting lineup. So don't let that scare you away from picking up RJ on your FanDuel lineup, because RJ will get the minutes. He'll be in the lineup during crunch time in the fourth quarter. So I like that pick in RJ Hampton. One pick for me for tonight's game is Nathan Knight from the Minnesota Timberwolves. As everyone knows, Timberwolves have been hit really hard by COVID-19. You got Karl Anthony Towns that is out. You got Anthony Edwards that is out. You got Patrick Beverley that is a game time decision but is doubtful to play tonight. So my pick tonight is Nathan Knight. Last night, Nathan played 29 minutes. He posted 20 points and 11 rebounds for 43.2 FanDuel points. And again, Nathan's coming in at 3,800, so which is a really good value. So too, if I was someone to put my FanDuel lineup together tonight, Nathan is a guy that I would put in my lineup for tonight's game. So too, with Nathan, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, like Charles said, that is a real good value pick there. The cheapest guy you can get on FanDuel is 3,500. So you're finding a guy for 3,800 that can produce those type of numbers. I mean, that is a still of a value pick of tonight's games.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and jump into my second guy that I think's got some good value tonight, and that is Garrett Temple from the New Orleans Pelicans. Garrett's coming in. His last game, he played 35 minutes. He's coming in at 3,600. Also, last game, he put up 38.7 FanDuel points. He had 22 points, 6 boards. So I think Garrett will have another strong performance tonight, especially if you look at who's out for the Pelicans or game time decisions. You've got Brandon Ingram that is still dealing with an Achilles injury. And then you also got Josh Hart that has a sprained ankle. Both those guys are doubtful for tonight. So if those guys don't play, I expect Garrett to have a big performance tonight.
LeBron James coming in at 10,900. In his past 9 games, he's had 6 games with at least 60 or more FanDuel points, which is, you know, pretty good there. If you find in some value picks and then you get LeBron James putting up 60 or more, you got a good chance of winning you some money there. There's not any key guys out really for the Lakers besides Anthony Davis, so LeBron James will get a bunch of run on the court today. The only thing that kind of scares me with that pick is them with the potential blowout against Houston, and we'll speak on that a little bit later on in this show. But if you want to go and spend up with some value picks that we've given out, you got some money left over, I think LeBron James is a good pick there for you.
Okay. So there you go, guys. You got 4 of the guys that I will look to put into your FanDuel lineups for tonight. Also, here in a few minutes, we're going to is the pick of the day. But first, just make sure you look at your lineups before you get them put in tonight. Tip time tonight is 7 p.m. So you got a lot of guys still dealing with COVID issues that are out, and you also still got a lot of guys with game time decisions. A few teams that have really been hit hard by COVID so far. This week, you've got the Orlando Magic, you've got the Washington Wizards, you got the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Toronto Raptors, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So make sure you guys take a look at those teams because they've been hit really hard by COVID. So now what we're going to do is we're going to give our pick of the day. And this team right here is lost 5 straight games, so they're really looking to bounce back tonight. And they're playing a Houston Rocket team that just came off a big defeat by the Charlotte Hornets, getting beat by double digits. And really that game, if you watched that game last night, that game was over by the third quarter. So our pick to click tonight is going to be the LA Lakers -5. So I'm going to turn it over to Ant to talk more about this matchup.
So yeah, we're going to go with the Lakers -5 today. They've lost 6 out of the last 10, but they're playing a Houston team, like Charles said, has just been hit with some COVID and some injuries. Houston's lost 8 out of their last 10. You got some big key guys for Houston out. You got DJ Augustine, Jayshawn Tate, and KJ Martin already out for tonight's game. You got Kevin Porter and Jalen Green. That's going to be game time decisions for them. So that's going to be another big news if they can play or not play. But this is a Lakers team that is kind of in a must-win situation. They're not used to losing like this while LeBron James is on the court. And it's not his fault. He's not the reason why they've been losing. But I think LeBron James gets his team together tonight here, and they win pretty big. And this game could be over going into the fourth quarter versus Houston tonight.
All right, there's our pick of the day. You've got the LA Lakers tonight, -5 against the Houston Rockets. So there you go. Also, I want to give a big shout out thanks to Wolverine Axe Throwing for allowing us to do our video here today. And guys, stay tuned for the next episode.
Thank y'all.